In a video last week, I opened up a $1,000 silver mystery box, and inside of it was a bunch of awesome silver. But many of you said that the coin shop that I ordered it from stuffed the box. Now, you see, when I placed this order with that coin shop, they knew I was a YouTuber, but I told them that I was not going to reveal their shop name or location because I wanted to make sure my box was fair. Even though I did that, many of you said in the comments that they stuffed the box. In other words, I got more silver than I should have gotten for the money that I had spent. But did they? I mean, like I said, they had no reason to do it. That wasn't going to say the name of the shop, so it wasn't going to make them look really good. So why would they do that? I don't know, but what we're going to do today is actually going to show this to another coin dealer and get his reaction to the silver inside and let him tell us if he would send that much silver in a $1,000 box or if that coin shop truly stuffed the box and gave me too much silver. So let's do it, but before we do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe. We are at almost 200,000 subscribers and I would love for you to be one of them. My channel is sponsored by sdbullion.com. New customers can get their first order of gold or silver at spot by going to sdbullion.com/new. All right, Keith, so like I said, what I did was I ordered a $1,000 mystery box from a local coin shop. I just told them I want to give you $1,000. I want you to fill it with silver. And, you know, my hope was that they would send me the right amount of silver, which I believe that they did. But some people said that they feel like the coin shop, I should say, stuffed the box because, you know, I'm a YouTuber. But I told them I wasn't going to shout their name out, and I didn't. So there was no benefit for them doing so. Either way, some people said they did. So I'm going to show you everything in this box, and you let me know what you would have sold all of the stuff to me for. So the first thing in the box, Keith, is a 1 ounce silver buffalo round. Now, before you price this, keep in mind that when I ordered this box, silver had just dipped. So I bought the dip, and it was around $27.40, $27.50 when I did that. So what would you have put this buffalo in a mystery box for?
If silver was about $27.50, I would probably be $28.50, $29.
Okay. So I'm going to write down the high end of that. So we're going to say $29 is what you would have valued that at. Now, the next thing in the box is this 1 ounce silver maple leaf. So you can see right here, though, it does have some milk spotting on it. You see the milk spots there? And this one is a 2014. There's a few milk spots on the back, but not as bad as on the front of the coin. What would you have valued this one at?
I would value it at about 30 with spots.
About 30 with the milk spots. All right. So, guys, we're going to write all of this down because at the end, we're going to add it up and see what this all comes out to. So we'll see if Keith would have sent us more or less. All right, next up, we have a 1922 peace dollar. Now, notice that they put $38 down here, but that is not actually what I valued it at, what they sent it to me for. I would love to know what you would include this at, though. There is a good look of the reverse and the obverse. What are your thoughts?
I would have valued it right about what they priced it at, about $38.
About $38. Okay, so we're going to write 38. All right.
That's probably on the low side.
Probably on the low side. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have another one. This is a 1923. Here's a good look at it. I'll flip it over as well. What are your thoughts on that one?
That one doesn't have the same appeal. It looks like there's a slight rub up on the hairline. So I would have probably valued that one about 32, 33.
All right, 32 to 33. All right, I'm going to write down 33. All right, next up, we have a 1924 peace dollar. What do you think?
Probably about 32, 33 on that one as well.
Okay, so not the appeal of that 1922 for sure.
That first one was really nice.
I agree, by the way. And I said that in the video. I actually value that one higher. And the last one, they actually sent me a 22, a 23, a 24, and a 1925 peace dollar. What are your thoughts?
Probably, I would say in the $33 range on that one.
$33 range?
Yeah, she's got a little guck on the front.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Okay, so there's that. So the next thing they sent me was a 1 ounce silver buffalo bar. Well, the next thing in the box, I should say. So it's still in the original plastic, United States and God We Trust 1 ounce silver buffalo. What would you value that at?
That one about $29.
About 29. Now, do you not value the 1 ounce bars more than the 1 ounce rounds? Some people do, some shops do.
For the buffalo, no. It's a generic bar. It doesn't have no vintageness to it, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's a word or not.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's very common. If it was something a little different, yes, I would. But the buffalo bar is very, very common.
Fair enough. Okay. All right, so the next thing we have up here, and there's something really cool I want to show you when we get there. You'll see it. But the next thing I have here is a silver eagle. You can see this has some edge toning to it, which lets me know that it sat in a flip for a while. You agree?
Yeah, there was either a flip or a book that caused it, but being just one edge, I would say a flip.
Yeah, and it's a 2009. What would you have valued this at?
Right around $7 over, so 27.50, 35.50,
Well, $7 over would be 34.50.
34.50.
All right, 34.
I'm not a human calculator.
That's all right. Okay, so next thing we had was 3 circulated common date Franklin half dollars.
At 27.50, that would be right about 10, about 11. I would say about 11.50.
11.50 a coin, so that's 34.50. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Let me write that down. Ironically, the exact same number as the eagle for the 3 half dollars. Alrighty, so we got actually only a few more things here, but one of them is really big. So this next thing here we have, you see it says Liberty Trade Silver. You open it up and you see what that is. It's the 86 Statue of Liberty, you know, commemorative, the Ellis Island.
Uh-huh.
What would you have sold me that at? No COA, not the original box.
I usually sell those at spot,
Okay.
27.50. It's easier just to round that number off instead of trying to do all the calculations.
Okay, so you wouldn't sell it at melt, even though it's not a full ounce. You wouldn't sell it at melt. You'd sell it at spot
No,
price.
melt would be right around the $22 range. Just for profit purposes and easeability, I just the modern silver commems, I just sell them at spot.
Okay, so 27.50. Okay, so this next one is a slabbed Krugerrand. Now, if you see, it's a 2019 first day of production MS70. However, look at that. Milk spot, milk spot, milk spot. Even though it's in a slab, you know, it's signed by managing director Tumi Taselo, but it's got milk spots all over it. What are your thoughts on that? I do like the black core, though.
Yeah, I do like the black, you know, it sets it off.
Right.
However, the fact of the spots, they say they can still be a 70 with spots. I don't agree. In my opinion, it's not a 70. There was some chemical on the, I guess you could say, the coin itself, or this blank. I would value it as a monetary, a silver round, a couple bucks over, just like that maple a while ago. I wouldn't give it extra points for being a 70 or being in a slab.
So it would literally just be, I think you valued the maple at, what did you value the maple at? Was that the second thing I showed you?
Around 30, I think around $30,
Yeah.
I think.
All right, so $30 on that. So I kind of agree with you. You know, these slabs, in my opinion, don't add a whole lot to the coin, especially if the coin looks like that. So maybe it does to some people, but if the coin were not milk spotted, maybe. What do you think? If this coin were not milk spotted, would you give it a little bit higher value?
Oh, I'd give it a much higher value. I'd probably be in the $45 range.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good to know. So basically, they pawned off on me their junk that they couldn't sell because of the milk spots.
Well, when you buy a mystery pack, that's the issues you have a lot. It's not like they're being transparent with you saying, hey, this is this, it's got a spot, I'll sell it to you for this. They're just throwing it in there at a number.
Fair enough. Now, I will say that this coin shop, it doesn't actually sell mystery packs. I actually called them up. It's a shop that I've called in the past, you know, for one of my videos. They recognized me. And so I said, hey, would you be willing to send me $1,000 mystery box? And they said, sure. So I sent them the money and I paid the shipping. So I'm actually $1,015 into this. All right. So, oh no, that sucks. You're going to find out what sucks in a second. Guys, next up though, we're going to show you this. Now I thought this was kind of cool. So you see it says Boeing 100 here. Open it up. It's a B-52 Strato Fortress. Now this was minted in 2016. It says copyright 2015, but I believe these were minted in 2016 to commemorate the Strato Fortress, because that's I think the 50-year anniversary. And they minted 2016 of these.
Oh wow.
So this is numbered for 100-year anniversary, so 1916 to 2016. Now, the issue I have with this, you can see it's number 175, is once again, look at the top.
Oh, some slight spot.
Yeah, it's like milking. It's like milking into the coin. Well, it's really cool, though, if it weren't for that. But it's got a really cool display box. You see it's got this acrylic display box here. So it's made to be displayed. And then, of course, it comes with the COA that matches the number, but limited edition of 2016. Obviously, they chose 2016 of these for that reason. Anyway, what would you value this at, especially with that milking that's coming around the top there?
Well, that milking does put a little bit of, I guess you could say, haphazard into the valuing of the coin or the round, rather. Um, I don't know. I think I'd still value it around $35.
Okay,
If
so
if the milking wasn't there, not knowing the actual value of the coin, I would put it in the $60 range without it.
okay, so I'll show you something which I didn't see at first, but I saw in the video. When I was putting it or looking at it, I flipped it over, and they originally, now obviously this coin shop isn't the one that put the sticker on there. I'm assuming that's where it came from, but $75 was the original value of that.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I think that would have been a good deal at $75. But then when you look at 2016, silver sitting at $15, $16 an ounce. So I don't know, maybe a little high.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, so this next thing is unfortunately what just happened, but I'm gonna start pulling it out here. So that really stinks. So they sent. I was trying to get other coins out, so I was standing things up. Let me get these out here. I'm trying not to damage them. Now these all weigh an ounce. I threw a couple on the scale, and some of them came up 0.995. Some of them came up 1.05. But you know, they're an ounce. They're all marked silver on the edge, and they actually sent me so 11 in this pack here, and then 10 more in this one. So 21 of these space silver coins. You can see we got, you know, the Discovery on here and the Atlantis, and you know, it's basically a bunch of NASA spaceflight stuff, top secret, you know, first satellite launched, things like that. And they're all different. So there's 21 different coins. Something like I'm sorry?
Are they NASA coins? Or
Well, they're not. I don't think they're officially minted by NASA. But
Okay.
you know, some of them refer to NASA. Like, look at this one. You can see the first recovery of 2 satellites, November 16th, 1984. Anyway, my point is I don't think they're minted by NASA. I think they're just minted by a private company to commemorate, you know, different events in space exploration. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
Challenges.
exactly what you're saying there. The space stuff tends to go a little higher than normal silver bullion.
Okay.
Um, so I guess I would say those would be valued right around 34, 35 a coin.
Ooh. Okay. That's actually a
Yeah.
little bit higher of a value than I gave them. So
Well, you got to take into granted what the theme is.
right.
Sometimes silver bullion is worth more than just a bullion. I know there's a lot of naysayers out there says, "Oh, it's only worth melt." But when you throw space or NASA, even football or something like that on there, something that has a great following, there's a little bit of a premium added to that.
Okay, that's fair. But I thought that was really cool, and that was obviously the bulk of what I got. So
Very cool.
I wrote down everything that you just told me, and I'm gonna do the math, but it certainly looks like it came up to over the $1,000. So maybe the people that were saying that they kind of stuffed the box for me were right. All right, so I just added up everything, and yeah, it does come to $1,121. So Keith, are you saying that if you did this box, you wouldn't have put this much in there?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have put nowhere near that in there. It seems like you've got a totally stuffed box.
Well, that's
If
unfortunate. And I know that a lot of people will say, well, good for you, because obviously I got more than I should have because I'm a YouTuber. But the truth is, I wanted a completely unbiased box. That's why I told them I'm not going to put their, you know, their coin shop name in the notes. I'm not going to put a link. I'm not going to say who it was, because I just wanted them to send me what anyone else could expect. Even though this coin shop doesn't actually do these, I was hoping they would do it, you know, the way I wanted them to do it, but clearly it didn't. So, Keith, how do I get $1,000 box that's normal? Like, should I go on eBay?
Yeah, I think maybe go on eBay and you get like, somewhere between $800-900 worth of stuff if you're lucky. But this box, honestly, I would have sold the stuff for $1,100 to $1,200. So obviously, this dealer, even though you said you weren't going to mention his name, may have had some bias putting it together. But then again, Maybe it's stuff that he couldn't sell and he lowered the value just to get rid of it.
I mean, that's something to think about. But I think a lot of people would say that they would take this for 1,000. I agree. Like if I were shown all this stuff and they said, "Would you do 1,000?" I'd say yeah. So, huh?
Well, I got one thing to say about this particular mystery pack. Do you want your money back?
No, I'm gonna hang on to it.
I'll give it back to you. I don't have a problem with that.
All right, guys, well, we're going to wrap it up here, but I really quick want to tell you that Keith does have his own coin shop. It's called the Coin Zone in Muskegon, Michigan, and his own YouTube coin channel right here called Coin Crew. I'm going to put a link for it down below. Make sure you go over there and give him a subscription. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
I definitely would. Love to see you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Keith, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for having me, Seeker.